What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Now, the reason why you are not seeing my face, I'm using the camera on my computer. I still have to work on my storage so that way I'll be able to continue to do the videos on the phone. So I have another reaction, coming next week. But I just want to thank y'all for your support, so far. So Trump's house got raided, right? Now, I'm gonna play this news clip, but they're leaving out certain details that I wanna expound on because they were saying, oh, he had some kind of explosives, right? But that's the mainstream media. They'll say anything, just like they did with January 6th. But I want you to hear what they say. And I'm gonna make my talking points in between, but I don't want to, keep pausing the video, y'all, hear anything. But this is from ABC News. I haven't been watching the news lately like that, especially mainstream media. Even though I know they don't bring the truth, I just want to hear some of the things that they're saying and then try to make sense, of the, bulk of mess that they, bring. So I'm gonna go ahead and play it, and then I'll make my talking points as needed.
New reporting here after that unprecedented FBI search at the home of former President Trump at Mar-a-Lago in Florida. Tonight, ABC News has learned that the FBI told the Secret Service just 45 minutes before they arrived, and then the Secret Service telling Mar-a-Lago staff just moments before those agents arrived. Sources telling ABC News the search is related to allegations the former president improperly removed documents when he left the White House. They were brought to Mar-a-Lago, including
improperly moved documents, and they're supposed to be classified, right? What are y'all trying to hide? That's my whole thing. Y'all raided his house, right? Y'all try to find y'all try to find something on him so that way he can go to jail. But the one that's in the office now, his son has so many video services online. He's a crack addict. He's been doing some of the sickest ish that I ever even seen or even heard. Now I know there's other people out there that's worse, but by far that's the dumbest criminal. You putting yourself out there, you're showing that you're doing crack, you're showing that you having sex with these prostitutes. All this other corrupt stuff in the dealings with other foreign countries. Let me go ahead and play the rest of this.
classified material. And it wasn't the first time federal agents had been to Mar-a-Lago, their first visit in the spring. We have learned tonight that it was a staff member at Mar-a-Lago who called Eric Trump, and Eric Trump who then called his father to tell him about the search. The former president was in New York, seen leaving Trump Tower last night, and tonight here the first words from the former president while calling into a political event, saying, "Another day in paradise. This is a strange day." Sources tell ABC News the Department of Justice had started a grand jury investigation in May about alleged mishandling of classified information. Tonight, heavily armed Secret Service agents stand guard at the gates of Mar-a-Lago, and this evening, former President Trump issuing a new statement calling the search a horrible thing. Tonight, what we have now learned about how this unfolded, where they searched, and about pressure mounting on the Attorney General Merrick Garland
and the thing about I knows with Trump, whenever there's like a bad event that takes place, he keeps it short and straight to the point. It was a terrible thing. It was a horrible thing. That's one thing that I noticed about him. But we're gonna continue.
Director Christopher Wray, appointed by former President Trump to somehow explain this highly unprecedented raid. Dan Abrams is standing by on this, but we begin tonight with our chief Washington correspondent, Jonathan Karl, leading us off.
We're learning new details about the FBI's extraordinary raid on Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago property in Palm Beach. Law enforcement sources tell ABC News that 45 minutes before the FBI showed up, the local FBI field office in Miami gave the Secret Service team in Mar-a-Lago a heads up. The sources say the Secret Service agents did not notify anybody on the Mar-a-Lago staff until just as the FBI agents were arriving.
Ain't that some mess? They didn't even let them know until the FBI agents were arriving. That was something like a ambush, you would say. Not even letting anybody know that you're coming until you're actually almost there. or within close proximity. Now, I will play the rest of this thing, but I'm just gonna go and make my. I might have to even skip through some certain parts because I already saw this video, but I just wanted to bring it to your attention. You know, I think some of y'all already, watched it. I don't know because, like I said, we don't watch. I know I don't watch mainstream media like that, like I used to, because it's just the lies that they've been bringing to us all these years. Now, from what I was hearing, some of these documents had something to do with January 6th. Now, it's like, what do y'all have to hide? Yeah, and then if you notice, because like the other day, I think I was watching the Conservative Twins. They were saying that you notice how close they are doing all this stuff, and we're about to hit the midterms in November. It's really a distraction. Like they're doing everything they can, and also the impeachments. They tried to impeach this guy twice. You know what I'm saying? Twice, and he got acquitted twice. So it's like what they're trying to do now is prevent him from running in 2024 because they know it's over. They know people around here are waking up, even though it might seem impossible. It might seem like people are not, really waking up. But in reality, people are waking up. I know it's kind of discouraging, but there are people waking up. But this right here, this right here, I'll tell you, this right here is all the way messed up. But it's like certain people can read between the lines of what's going on. And the guy's not in office. And then another thing, I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna finish.
FBI agents were escorted into the property
Like I said,
by the Secret Service. Sources close to Trump say the club's general manager then placed a call to Eric Trump, who alerted his father. Neither Trump nor any members of his family were there at the time. In his written statement, Trump said the agents, quote, even broke into my safe, which Trump sources say is located in his office at Mar-a-Lago. Sources say the FBI remained at the property for most of the day. Other than his written statement, Trump's only public comment was a muted one when he called in for a Sarah Palin campaign event.
Another day in paradise. This was a strange day. You probably all read about it.
ABC News has learned this wasn't the first time federal law enforcement visited Mar-a-Lago on this matter. A smaller team of agents visited in the spring while Trump was there, met with his lawyers, and reviewed some documents. Since the raid, neither the Justice Department nor the FBI has made any comment. And the White House press secretary says President Biden knew nothing about it.
Okay, I'm going to pause right there. How would you not know anything about Trump? You've been talking about this guy every time you get a chance, or if you're not going to be stumbling over your words, especially talking about Trump now. You've been talking about him 24/7. Each time you always point the negative, and you say that a president should take full responsibility for his actions and not blame others. But here you got Biden blaming Trump, and he's not even in office anymore. You in office now. Stop trying to put the blame on somebody else. That's what I'm saying. Majority of these people are some hypocrites. And the fact that they said that he didn't know a thing about it. And okay, let's just say this: with the FBI raiding Trump's house, didn't you know there's been so many times that the FBI raided people just because something had to do with Biden? For example, Rudy Giuliani, his house was raided because something about Hunter Biden's laptop, right? Or it was some other stuff. But Rudy Giuliani asked, "Oh, did you want to see Hunter Biden's laptop?" They were like, "No, no, no," right? And Project Veritas, the employees, their house was raided, right? Because they thought that Ashley Biden's diary was in there. Now, she already put some stuff in that diary that was kind of explicit, like explaining some of the things that her father did to her. But I hope this video don't have my channel to be taken down, because I know how YouTube is. They're the god of censorship right now, along with Instagram. But I'm gonna go ahead and just play this video. But I don't want to even use all this time on the video. It's just something I just want to bring more light on, because enough people are not like thinking. They're not thinking for themselves when things like this come up. Let me go and play it.
President was not briefed, was not aware of it. No one at the White House was given a heads up.
How would you
No,
not
that
be
did not
aware of
happen.
it?
When asked recently if former presidents are
That don't
shielded
make any
from
sense.
prosecution, Attorney General Merrick
So y'all,
Garland
so
said
so y'all
this.
would not know if another country was about to attack us. This don't make any sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
Above the law in this country. Nothing stops us. I don't know how to maybe say that again. No person is above the law in this country.
Republicans, meanwhile, are for the most part rallying around Trump and attacking the DOJ and FBI. Kevin McCarthy threatening the Attorney General that he will be under investigation if Republicans win control of the House in November.
You should never use the Justice Department on a political realm like this. And I think that's the real question that we're looking at.
And former Vice President Pence criticized the, quote, unprecedented search and demanded Attorney General Garland give a full accounting.
I'm going to go ahead and pause it there. Judas Iscariot. Now you're going to say something about you trying to stand up. I mean, you know that they were lying about this whole thing that happened last year, January. But that's all I want to say in this video. But we really need to, like, when the news be talking about this stuff, we really need to start doing more research and understand the patterns that we're going through. They already know the midterms are coming up. They know the election's going to come in 2024. They already know that. So they're doing everything that they can to have people to start, thinking that. Because like I said, we're living in La La Land. All these empty promises. And I made, like a little meme. And I'm going to put on my channel a little meme about the Biden administration. When he first got in, how, everybody thought he was going to turn this country around. We were going to get out of this pandemic, right? But we're having variants and then some. We have viruses and then some. It's like we're not getting out of this. And then they trying to get more what's into us. And I'm out here trying to say the name. So it just really shows you what we're up against right now. And the meme that I made sounds like this. This is brought to you by the Biden administration, where dreams never come true. But yeah, that's all I want to say for this video. We just live in a crazy world. Only thing we need to do is just stay prayed up. At the end of the day, God is in full control. So yeah, that's all I want to say for this video.